All right, for this one, this is 2.4 Breaking a Loop, and it's the purple assignment. It's the demo. So in this one, we're going to learn how to break a loop. So breaking a loop means exiting a loop before its condition would cause it to end. So we will use this technique whenever we want to exit a loop early. Usually the loop's condition determines when the loop ends, but sometimes there's another special reason why we might want a loop to end early. For example, if the loop gives you 10 guesses to answer a question but lets you end early if you guess the answer correctly, or a loop that lets the user play tic-tac-toe until someone wins but breaks when the user types quit, or a loop that looks through all 365 days of the year but breaks if it finds the appointment that it's looking for. Okay? So it would look something like this. So we have our while loop. We have our loop block, if loop should end. And then we have something that's going to cause the loop to break. So to break the loop, we're just going to write the word break. Break statement is almost always inside a conditional, otherwise the loop will break on the first iteration. And remember, iteration is every time the loop repeats, that is an iteration. So for something to be described as an iterative process, it means that it loops over and over and over again. Things like, oh, I don't know, that pesky launch cycle that you've heard of a lot, that is an iterative process, or the design cycle, if you've heard of that, or probably the writing process as well, is also an iterative process. Iteration, folks. So back to talking about conditionals. When a break happens, the loop exits immediately. It doesn't even finish the current iteration. So we're going to code some of this stuff here in just a second. And let me pause real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I hope you all know just how much I appreciate you, because here's what we're doing. So we are now in the coding phase of this assignment, and our goal here is if the user guesses Rumpelstiltskin's name, we want to make the loop end right away. After the comment, if the user guesses Rumpelstiltskin, end loop, we're going to add a few lines. So go down here to where it says line 17. Notice our comment tag here says if the user guesses Rumpelstiltskin, end loop. And notice how it's tabbed over. So remember that tab button is right next to the letter Q. Click that tab button and we're going to type if guess equal and make sure we're spelling Rumpelstiltskin correctly. Okay, and if you're not sure how to spell it correctly, then of course you can always copy paste, and don't forget your colon at the end. So if Rumpelstiltskin is guessed, we're going to print that's it, how did you know, and then we're going to print the word break. So I'm going to go print parenthesis that's it, it, how did you know, question mark, quotation mark, parenthesis, and then I'm going to print the word break. Okay, notice how break turns blue. Notice how break turns blue. All right, so now we're going to run it just to test. And you can defeat Rumpelstiltskin by saying his name, but you can't. You'll have to spell it right. You have 3 guesses left. What is Rumpelstiltskin's name? Oh, look at this. Look at them taking pity on you. Rumpelstiltskin. That's it. How did you know? In program. Okay, so just out of curiosity, what happens if I type it wrong? Rumpy. 2 guesses left. Stilts. Oh, look at that. It works. Rumpelstiltskin. Okie dokie. And that's it for the demo, ladies and gents. Hope you are able to get that in there. By the way, we didn't type anything other than what's at line 17, 18, and 19 for those of you who are opting not to listen to my lovely voice, because I know how some of you are. I know you're like the back of me hand. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. Toodles.